We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. And Jay, these guys are ready to battle.
Ed, when you look down on the court, you see their eyes, that burning passion to play this game. Intensity is going to be off the charts. This is why you play the game. Let's go check it out.
There's nothing like the pressure, the tension, the feeling before the tip. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Leonard. For three. His first effort off the mark. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Fires the three. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Knocks it down.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. Here comes the screen. To DeRozan. And stuffs it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
George. Well defended. DeRozan with it. They trail by 1. And that one out of bounds off a Spur. Leonard is good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
George, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by DeMar DeRozan. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Leonard. Leaving no doubt, slams it down. Feed the big fella, point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. DeRozan. For 3. Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dog.
And finishes strong. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Mills in possession. 5-point game. To Aldridge. Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Leonard. Fires the three. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. To Leonard. It's a big finish. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Here comes the screen. DeRozan with a shot off the mark. Williams. Missed a wide-open look. To Aldridge. From long range. Another chance. Here's a chance from long range. He looked like he was buried, but the man from down under hits the three.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. Deep three at the buzzer. We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's LA Clippers ball. Paul George to Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Rudy Gay lets it fly from long range. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Patty Mills to Rudy Gay for 3. Rudy Gay, tough shot there. No good. Leonard. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. Fires the 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. The follow won't go either. Williams across the timeline. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Patty Mills to Aldridge. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Beverly into the front court. They lead it by 14. Strong finish for Paul George. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Bellinelli against George. LaMarcus Aldridge. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5. Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Clippers have the basketball. Kawhi Leonard guarded by Rudy Gay. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. Deep left corner. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
4-3. And drains it.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Leonard. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Patty Mills. Fires the three. Well defended. Tough shot for Patty Mills. Runner's good there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Rudy Gay. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Won't go down. Beverly to Paul George. Rudy Gay with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
For the San Antonio Spurs, number 10,
DeRozan. And the Clippers with the rebound. To Leonard. From the painted area, won't go down. DeRozan with the basketball. 14-point deficit from long range. Baseline drive. Leonard goes to the left side. George. Yes.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Gets it in the left corner. Here's a chance from long range. Off the iron. No good. To Leonard. Offensive board. Gets it in the right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George. 3 for 6 now.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Kawhi Leonard, defended by the UConn products. The crossover, gets inside, and the slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And he hits.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Jakob Poeltl able to recover with the block. Flushes it home. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. LA Clippers with the basketball. Here's Leonard for two. Oh, straight down the middle for two.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Off the mark at the line. Beverly into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Slams it down.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Leonard trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
LaMarcus Aldridge. He's now 5 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Aldridge. DeRozan. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. To George. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
And the two. Counted for Aldridge.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And finishes strong.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
To DeRozan for three, and DeMar DeRozan, zero hesitation, pulls the trigger on the three.
I don't know how he saw his man out and cut like that, but that was nice.
Kawhi Leonard picked up by DeRozan. Has a look. And he drains it.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Count it.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Paul George. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. DeRozan with it. Down a bundle. Fires the three. It's George with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Count the basket.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Leonard. Has a chance. Shot for Leonard. No good. To DeRozan. Clippers have got it. To Leonard. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
And gets both to drop at the line. DeRozan with the basketball. His guys down big. Paul George with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Beyond the arc for 3. To Williams. Lou Williams. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
4-3. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. It's LA Clippers ball. Cashes in for 2. Kawhi Leonard rejects it. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they have really not shown up tonight. This has been a very disappointing performance.
I mean, they've been outplayed in every facet of the game. Shooting, rebounding, even taking care of the ball. Even the managers of the opposing team are running out there faster to clean up the floor than their managers are.
Harkless to George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Paul George. And look out. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
That's his 2nd personal foul. Team foul.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Patty Mills. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Fires the 3. Knocks it down.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
It's George for 2. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
George, man, that was a tough shot.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not getting the bounce. To Patty Mills from long range. He looked like he was buried, but the man from down under hits the 3.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Changes coming from both sides right now. George, he engulfed him that time. Here's a chance from long range, and it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. George to Beverly. George to the basket, but it won't go. Has a look. It's good.
You know, everyone gets lucky from time to time. You played the probability game perfectly on that possession.
Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That no good, off the mark. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. The shot, almost.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Team foul number 2. San Antonio Spurs are in the penalty.
George lets it fly. A fundamental shot right there. It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
San Antonio with the basketball. Takes stock of the floor. DeRozan. Not that time. He misses. George, guarded by Rudy Gay. And throws it down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To George. Strong finish for Paul George. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Jakob Poeltl swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. To Rudy Gay. And the rebound taken in by Beverly.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Leonard. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
DeRozan with it. He'll run the offense. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. George. No good. That's great defense. The pass set it all up. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen.